In my last video, I pointed out how adolescent girls and young women aged 15 to 24 from South Africa or Sub-Saharan Africa are at substantial risk of acquiring HIV than their male counterparts. Some people sent me a message asking the reason for these disparities. Well, there are so many risk factors, but for the purpose of this video, I'm going to be focusing on two, which are socio-economic factors and biological factors. Believe it or not, economic marginalization forces some young women to be involved in transactional, age-disparate, and multiple concurrent sexual relationships for survival. And research has shown that transactional sex has a positive correlation with HIV infection in women. Of course, this is no-brainer. We live in a world where peer pressure is a real thing. And when somebody sees another young woman wearing designer bags, clothing, shoes, or whatever you can name of, they want to have those material things. And if they cannot afford it, sometimes they may resort to, having relationship with older person who is in better financial position to afford those material things in exchange for sex. And this, if it's with the wrong person who is living with HIV, and of course who don't know that they're also living with HIV, they can end up transmitting this HIV to the young woman. Coming to the biological factors, biologically, women are more vulnerable to HIV infections than men. This is because of greater vaginal mucosal area that is exposed to HIV during penile penetration. Also, underdeveloped cervix and low vaginal mucus in adolescent girls and young women increase the risk of acquiring HIV. Bacterial vaginosis, yeast infection, and other sexually transmitted infections also increase the risk of acquiring HIV in young women or adolescent girls if they're exposed to the virus through sexual contact. This is because vaginal infections stimulate inflammatory response that disrupts the vaginal mucosa, which enhances HIV transmission. So, when you hear that women are more likely to have HIV infection than men, it is not because they are more promiscuous than men. It is only because they have so many factors acting against them. So, dear men, if you're dating a woman or your relationship with a woman, please get tested to make sure that you're not living with HIV, to avoid transmission of that HIV to the woman that you supposedly love. If you really do love them, get tested. Thank you.